Hello there, taffers. I'm Grimith, and welcome to Let's Get On With It Thief 2, The Metal Age, part of the Rewarding the Rewarders opportunity I offered several years ago. This playthrough was a 15-hour request by Tiny Shopkeeper. Now, as it was a request from the Keeper of Tiny Shops, I am very likely to play this game to completion, regardless of how long it takes me. We'll see, though. I have very limited experience with this game. I did, of course, back in 2013, play the first game through to completion, but that was several years ago, and I'm sure I've forgotten all the gameplay elements since then. I hopped around the tutorial level in this game to refamiliarize myself with the controls, along with testing video and audio, which, by the way, if the audio is not to your liking, the first video is the best time to inform me of any dissatisfaction you may have. I think it's alright, but if there's enough of a clamor for me to change something, I will do so. The second game takes place an indeterminate period of time after the first. In real life, this game was released like within a year after the first. Same engine, similar gameplay mechanics of Garrett being a master thief whose conflict resolution is not through combat. He's not built as a tank, as the instruction manual describes. Thief 2 is a first-person sneaker. You know, this is a stealth adventure game where you're looking for prizes and you're looking for, puzzle solutions and other opportunities, not to murder hobo everything. In the first game, Garrett had to become a murder hobo of sorts due to events, which caused him to lose an eye, among other things, but he's kept it together rather well. Or someone who thought he was going to have a $1,000,000 gold piece retirement, or 100,000 or whatever. Constantine, man. It was hard going for Garrett, but he did it. The world has changed. The instruction manual doesn't really touch on it, but it's something that will be revealed in dialogue and what are observations around us. Much of it will be like news to me as I explore the game, though I do have some foundation. I'm not 100% blind, just like 92%. Okay. Options. I'm playing the GOG version of the game. It's an unofficial version. On GOG, they've done like some patching to stabilize it for modern operating systems. I believe it is the same version that you could acquire on Steam. I haven't changed any of these options. Fiddled with some of this stuff a bit. Video stuff. And audio stuff.
Left, right. Left, right.
Alright. So, playthrough for the first game, despite being mostly blind for that as well. I ended up doing that all the way through on Expert. Thief 2, from what I know of the game, is more intricate, in so as to preserve my sanity, and explore the game without building any resentment towards it, or quick saving a bunch of times. I'm going to play on normal difficulty. The instruction manual also recommends doing so due to like tutorial mechanics and tips that will pop up on the screen. I have the flexibility to change my difficulty between missions, so after the first 3 missions I can evaluate and see whether I want to adjust moving forward. A matter of my comfort, as well as, I would like to just explore the game without feeling too harrowed. Let's get started. Reliance upon others is weakness for the strong, but strength for the weak. Wisdom and balance lie in knowing your own nature over time. Chronicle
I've
of the
always
Middle
equated
Age.
feelings with getting caught. They both get in the way of my money. Unfortunately, not everyone is as committed to their work as I am. An old associate of mine, Basso the boxman, wants to marry Lady Rumford's chambermaid, Genevieve, and live happily ever after. Guess prison life spoiled his taste for thievery. Too bad for Basso that Lady Rumford has other plans. Marriage would void Genevieve's indentured service contract, so Rumford is keeping her confined in the estate with the rest of her worldly possessions. Basso has asked for my assistance on getting her out, since infiltration is my specialty. I make it a policy never to take a job so sentimental, but the Rumford Manor could be a lucrative opportunity for a man like me. It would also mean that Basso would owe me a favor, and in this line of work you can never have too many of those. I'll sneak in after dark and clear a path for Basso so he can rescue his damsel in distress. Along the way, I'll pick up a few souvenirs for the local pawn shops. That should make all this aggravation worthwhile. Otherwise, I'll make Basso wish he was still rotting in Crag's Cleft. This proves it. Going legit is more trouble than it's worth.
Our old friend Bajo, as Garrett wishes to call him. Once you're ready for Bajo to go, give the signal using the bird call he gave you. You have to be close enough for him to hear it. Help him and Genevieve get out of the mansion together. You'll need to scout ahead to make sure Bajo's route is safe. It's an escort mission. Genevieve would be aghast if anybody died because of this. Don't kill anyone. Tutorial mission, and you're not even allowed to kill anyone on normal difficulty. For hard, you've got to get 300 in loot. For expert, you got to get 600 in loot, including 200 in gems, and score at least 8 knockouts. I'm going to see how close I get to that, despite playing on strictly normal difficulty. Let's rock.
I sprung the lock on the side door for you, Garrett. It's the only good way in.
There's Bajo there. He is the master lockpick. Hell, he's actually got the lockpicks. Garrett didn't bring his set this time. We also don't have a screen allowing us to adjust our equipment between missions. The instruction manual mentions that pops up between missions where you can spend the loot you earned last time on your next mission. But
Better check my map.
Doesn't happen for this first baby mission that you can fail at. The game seems to assume that you have some familiarity with the first and the mechanics of it. Although, you know, the tutorial is... I think this tutorial mission serves better than Thief 1's opener. The map system is better. This line here is your escort path for Bajo. That's the route that he's going to take. We've got other floors as well. And you'll see the map light up with different colors and shadings. We got a sword, we got a blackjack, we have far more health than I'm used to having because we're playing on normal difficulty. And we have water arrows. We also, let's see if I can press the key without pressing my stop recording hotkey. We can zoom in and out thanks to Garrett's mechanical eye, which was obtained after tragic events removed one of his. Shadow mechanics have returned from the first one. You can see that gem down there in the bottom changing colors.
This must be the door Basso mentioned.
Depending on the shading in which I'm standing, as well as whether I'm moving, as well as whether I have a weapon besides my blackjack drawn.
Good thing the butler's out for the night. He left his lights on.
There you go. Text up there in red at the top to describe things. This game also has sound dynamics. There's a difference between walking and jumping on this carpet versus walking and jumping on wood paneling or metal. Let's immediately have some fun here. Get into some action. Right?
Thought I saw something.
Nope, you didn't see anything but us chickens. Nothing but us taffers, click click. So guards have, like, their unwary, like, cautious states. And then they have, like, their suspicious ones where they go looking for you. And then they are hostile, and they'll just, like, pursue you around. Since we're not allowed to kill anyone on this mission, being pursued would be awful. However, we don't need to bother with these folks. That doesn't stop me from wanting to bother with them, but we don't have to. This is not an angle I don't think is, I don't think that angle is good for us, though. Let's proceed. You'll see that shading has changed here to indicate areas where Garrett has been and where Garrett currently is. Mapping definitely improved from the first game. I hope that trend persists in future missions. Got some gold there. Hunk of cheese.
Oh, better stop and check out that light around the corner.
Water arrow. We'll put out that torch.
This hallway is too well lit.
Like rats this time.
Better put a water arrow into that torch.
Water arrow. We'll put out this torch.
Damn torches. Always sputtering out.
Well, don't just make tap over it. Light it up.
I lost my tinderbox. Oh, why don't you do it?
I ain't the one that's complaining, am I now?
Huh.
Guard population has diversified since the first game. We have a number of new voice actors. And they're not all male. How about that? Anyway, I'm unsure whether guard awareness is, improved. But they did notice that the torch went out. That's probably not a set piece, although obviously it is set there. You know, it could end up just being the dev's way of teaching you that they will notice these things. Speaking of notice these things.
Get help, somebody! I've got a man down!
Ah, scrubs. Think any of you have a key on you? Doesn't look like it. No biggie. We got a flash bomb here, along with a bunch of healing potions, flares, and a switch. Using a flare turns it into junk. You can move it around the terrain, fling it around, have fun with it. Got some more goodies in there. Those flash bombs will be particularly nice for this mission. You'll see the flare died out. Particularly nice for this mission since we're not allowed to kill anyone.
Another guard up ahead. Time to knock him out while his back is turned.
Take you and relocate you. Makes good sense to relocate folks. You know, it's a habit that you want to build up in your brain. An eating area. Bunch of junk to fling around, though you do have to be careful with that since that can attract attention from people. Anything over here? Doesn't look like anything I can interact with. How about over here? That's trash. That's a secret. Any other gold wine bottles? Doesn't look like it. If there are, oh well. Game is plenty dark, and it can be easy to miss details like that. Personal elevator for thieves like me. Appreciate it. Don't think I want to go up that way either. We'll take this passage. No worry about burning through equipment and, you know, your items. They don't carry over between missions. You know, your consumables. Just so long as you don't run out of a thing that you actually end up needing. Similarly, the money that you earn for a job you have to spend for your next job, but you don't get to keep that, so you might as well just blow it all.
Strange noises.
Ends up creating a situation like if you're playing Hitman, where if you do things all stealthy and professional-like as 47 would, you've got plenty of money to spend on things that you wouldn't really spend money on because you're playing the game as 47 would. A curiosity, to be sure. Plenty of dark shadows for prizes to be hiding in. Dunya. Sometimes I think I miss the days when crime ruled the streets, as the sheriff would have it. Either way we walk in fear, but before, we lost at most a purse, while now we may be shut up in iron simply for seeing the wrong thing at the wrong time. Give me the old days back again, and a pox upon Truart and all his thugs. There's a new sheriff in town, and he's rather powerful. Being powerful, we're going to be introducing someone to a flash bomb, including ourselves. Flash bombs are a way to resolve guards who are chasing you or pursuing you. That affords you the opportunity to be able to knock them unconscious. Otherwise, I could hit him with my blackjack, but after I hit him like a dozen or so times, I'd kill him, instead of knocking him unconscious.
Well, that's her door. Guess Basso can open it. He's not much of a sneak, but he can sure handle a lock.
That's basically your cue to get Bajo. The reason why I want to say Bazo, or Bajo, is due to all my time spent playing Blades in the Dark. Role-playing game. Leader of the Lamplacks there. His name has a Z in it, though. Here we have a hidden shrine. Secreted away. A little bit of wealth. Some bread. Game constantly reminding us of how to interact with doors, which I do not mind. You know, useful tips to have your first time playing this game. And per what the instruction manual says, those tips would be disabled if you're playing on a harder difficulty. I could go back to Bajo, whatever. Use the bird call, walk him through to get his beloved, and then walk them out without any problems. That'd be a mission completion. I don't have to do anything else. Not on this difficulty. But why don't we go party upstairs, yeah? We gotta have some fun in life, right? Let's have some interactions. I also do need to get myself comfortable with these controls. After all, I plan on playing this game through, which means I'm going to have to be better at said game. highly doubt anyone's coming down this stairwell. So I'll just relocate you there. Have fun. Alright, we got someone walking around there, but I'm not exactly sure where. Bathroom? Ah, shit. It's habit of mine to jump around in games to try and see stuff, but when you jump, it does create sound, and that's a habit I gotta shake out of myself. What a weak arrow.
Come out here now!
Better.
I'm not kidding!
A jumping I did definitely upset someone. Hi! So this will be a great opportunity to demo off a failure.
Going down, thief!
I should have just left this area instead of lurking around it. It was clearly upset in coming to investigate the jump that I did. It was careless. Not a good sign for me to be that careless in the first mission. And I had to use all my flash bombs. Which means I don't have another get out of screwed card to play. If it happens again. Must resist the urge to jump. Running should probably be fine on these floors, though. Nothing back here, though, that I can see. Gotta keep an eye out for secrets, though. Anyone in here? No, but we have some minor trinkets, coins, harp. Anything on the bookcase? We have a grand hall, the Great Hall, excuse me. And I'm over here. I don't think there's anyone out here in the Great Hall. Let's kill that flame. Anything in here? No. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Whee! Oh, what's that? What would a wedding be without rings? Get 2. Alright, we got wedding rings. Hooray. Just a staircase leading down here. We explored this area before. Is that a ledge? Anything up there? Doesn't look like it. Good. Let's see, how much wealth do we have? We're doing great. Put that sword away. We stole that guy's key earlier, along with some loot and prizes. We rode the dumbbell waiter.
What's there?
Nothing. we saw this guy at the very beginning. Well, near the very beginning.
Hello?
Tense, but we made it. Go us. Don't think there's anyone else that will patrol over here. But heavens forbid. Alright. Perhaps this door will not open due to where I positioned this body. Doors are fickle in this game. A trait that it shares with the first. Stash you two in here. Have fun. Some good stuff. Junk. Anything in here? Light switch. Sure. Okay. Feel pretty good. I suppose we can find more stairs up. We're gonna leave this guy behind. He's in an immensely well-lit situation, and I don't have a flash bomb to deal with him. Again, this is all stuff that I could skip, but I want to go exploring, and I do need to get more comfortable with the controls of this game. For better or worse. Probably better. I have this much trouble with the opening mission, I don't know how I'm going to succeed on any of the others. Spectacles. Alright. Doesn't look like anything valuable there or there. Nothing here, too. Good. Well, this prior experience I had running around this map is helping me clear it out. I missed exploring this other area. I don't recall seeing a stairwell that went up. Perhaps I was obtuse. That sounds like something I'd be obtuse. Like I was in that room. Was there a staircase leading up that I failed to spot? Well, there you go. What was that gym total that was required on Expert? 200? Actually not too far off of that. Neat. We've scored several knockdowns. I wasn't counting all the guards I downed, though, so maybe not 8. Or maybe 8. There's a few things outside the front. I think. There's certainly guards out there. Do I have a key for this? Great.
Anyone there?
Nope. Okay, there's loot out there in the center, it looks like. A goblin, at least. That's an archer.
Drinking. Taking a break.
What's that?
I saw something.
Gotta stay on my toes anyway.
That's awkward.
Who's over there?
Nothing there. Weird. Is someone there? What are you doing here?
Damn. All for a goblet. I thought about drinking my speed potion to try and catch him. Well, I've created the situation. He's going to tattle. And we'll discover together whether he's be able to track me through all of this. I guess. Master Thief here at your disposal. I probably could have just ignored that guy. Maybe he would not have spotted the guards I knocked unconscious at the front. Oh well. So dumb. Alright. We're perfectly fine, man. Don't worry about anything. Only I could have fed him the speed potion. Let's follow. I'm not entirely sure what I'm gonna do if the archer appears, though. Not entirely sure at all. So we've had some triumph and tragedy already in this opening episode for Tutorial Mission. I demoed off things gone right, and then things gone horribly wrong. And after this, I'm gonna know even less about the game. If you haven't made up your mind on whether you want to keep watching this series, consider that I'm going to be even more confused and puzzled about my surrounding environs. It's not something that you should tell me. I do enjoy bashing my head against situations. I've told viewers before, like, man, even if I'm softlocked, like, let me, like, wallow in that agony. Let it dawn upon me how tragically fucked I am. We good?
Basso!
Shh, come with me.
Anything in there? A key? Alright. Great. I have no idea what this is for. And they're taking the same route. To say avoid that guard so you never even have to deal with them. Of course I did, using a flash bomb in the process. That one archer. Hopefully he connected with the guy who's manning the walking around the dumbbell waiter. They can have a lengthy conversation about everything that transpired. That archer got a shot off on me. Alright, good job, team. Mission complete. We left a nice concentration of loot behind. 2 bodies were discovered. Ended up finding all 3 secrets. We took 4 damage, but healed it. And mission time, well, I'm sure they'll all get longer from here. There you have it. Running interference. So, Thief 2, The Metal Age. Age is made out of metal. Take care, everyone, and I'll talk to you in future Let's Get On With It endeavors.